Hello everyone, this should be a rather short video about business tour starter pack. After my first video about this game, I actually got the working key from developer directly, and I also got a key for DLC Napoleon. Both DLCs, as far as I know, should cost around $4.50. And what's the point of buying them? Well, the real point of buying them is to get gold, which is 50 gold in one case and 100 in another case. Now, the only thing that you can really use gold for is to open a chest. So I opened 3 chests and got items that were worth, generally speaking, much less than I would have to pay for the starter pack or Napoleon. Of course, I'm completely not interested in any characters and any visuals, and definitely not interested in chips because I had always too many of them. Now it did give me VIP status. However, for now I don't think the VIP does anything. It doesn't give you any better chance of getting anything. It was supposed to be considered a feature, but at this moment it's not a feature. So what you really get? Well, roughly 50 gold is enough to buy a chest. I'm not entirely sure if it was 50 or 60, but I think I had 50 for something. That's what I get. I guess getting the game. So overall, you will be able to open 3 chests. Now, a chest is normally worth much less, just like any chest or pack in games like that, just like crates in CS:GO. So the chest was like, I think it was 3 cents, and the item was like 25 or something. So if you have the money, you can open up to 3 chests, let's say loot boxes. Now how you get loot boxes? Well, you have to do the whole daily, but very often you get it takes a long time, by the way. I did those things, which those were the easier ones. If you get those, you can do it. If you get like this and this, it's much harder. I would have to grind it for hours, so I'm not gonna do it. But I sometimes tried to do it just 3, very rarely 5. It's very annoying, very time consuming. It's very hard to do, and I got one of those, which are completely useless. So there's a big chance you'll get one of those that modify your moves, and they're completely useless. However, you can also get a chest, which we will either have to just sell, and it's gonna be worth very little for a lot of farming. So I don't even recommend this game at this point. It was changed, the drop rate was changed. Before there were gifts. You could get like gold and diamond gifts, which are slightly better, and also tons of blue ones. Then the whole economy kinda went bonkers because it appeared that those blue gifts were suddenly very expensive, like 10 times more expensive. I was of course an idiot to sell them instantly, but I'm not even sure if they are still on market now. Now what you get is those other boxes that you can open with gold or just sell them as crates, and this way make very little money, like maybe 3 cents. And if you for whatever reason have those Napoleon and starter pack, you will be able to open maximum 3 loot boxes, and the item you get is of course random. In my case it was crappy, so I don't recommend buying either starter pack or Napoleon, because you'll most likely just lose money. Basically, you open a chest, one chest, and it's gonna have crappy item, and you have just spent $4.50, and you're gonna get an item which sells for 20 cents, most likely, because that's how the drop rate system works. You mostly get shit. If you get 3 chances, then it's almost certain you'll get crap. So absolutely not worth it. Now there is also a thing called tournaments. Right now I think I'm getting tickets every time I log in. So I have actually 2 tickets. Now we could say, okay, well, you should play this, right? Now from what I understand, you have to be in top 100 to get anything. Now look at this. The lowest guy has 5 wins, and I only have 2 tickets. So even if I win twice, I'm not sure if you lose the ticket, but I guess you do. So, sorry for the phone, but I can do nothing about it right now. Let me just check if it's gonna die. Hopefully it will, or not. Just, yeah, okay, it's dead. So 5 times I have 2 tickets. Of course, I wasn't logging in daily, but whatever. It's unlikely that you will even be in the first 100. I'm not sure if you get anything if you're below that. And of course, it takes a lot of time to even go through the game, not even, not even dream about winning. I guess you have to win 5. Just every win, I guess, gets 1. So right now, it needs 5 or 6 wins to be somewhere, even in the whole thing. And before, it was like, if you don't have tickets, you have to pay gold. I think at this point it's the same. I just happen to have 2 tickets from logging in. So this is a sort of money sink. You would have to sink money in it to even play. Then of course you would need to win somehow, which again makes the game very pay to win, because you would have to use all those, which means basically buying chests and opening all that crap, or just playing like those very annoying dailies to even get some for free, and then use it, let's say, in tournament. If even you can use it in the tournament, I'm not sure if you even can use those items, or it's just completely random like the whole game. And only if you are in the first 100 you might get something. Now those items probably in most cases are not worth it, because the crappy item that's gonna be a lot of them on market, compared to all the money you need to spend to even play it, and then spend even more to play and win, because you won't win every time. I think it's not worth it. See, the biggest guy won 11 games. It's twice as much, only twice as much as the worst guy. So people don't even put that much money in it, because it's just not very popular, I guess. I mean, the game might be popular because some people play it on Twitch, just for, I don't know, for whatever reason. For whatever reason, people play bad games. Uh, I even talked to developer about this. I talked about the drop rate. So far, it's bad. It's very bad. You could theoretically keep farming those dailies, but it's a big waste of time. I usually do it in window mode, if at all, because it's very boring. So I just watch movies in the other window and make this window very small, and just keep rolling and rolling and buying, rolling and buying. You would probably have a bot for that, because this is so bad and so boring. So little work needs to be done from by the player, that it's not completely not worth your attention or anything. You just basically wait until it's your turn, you click roll, and then you usually just buy everything. And if you're lucky, you win. If you're not, we don't win. That's it. So for the starter pack and Napoleon, I don't recommend it completely. It's not worth it. You're gonna lose money, almost certainly, unless you were super lucky. You can write that you actually made some money with it. Maybe you had a rare drop, but that's hazard. Am I using the right word? No, it's gambling. I'm not even sure if hazard exists. I think it does, but it's a different word. So it's gambling, and I never recommend gambling ever on my channel. It doesn't matter if it's reviews or is it my series about farming items on Steam. I also never use gambling for that. So this is gambling. I'd never recommend gambling. The 3 items you get most likely will not be worth the money you put in the DLC. So unless you want to gamble or support developer, you shouldn't buy it ever. However, if you can get it, if you can, let's say, win it, or just get it for free, because there is some giveaway, you can somehow get the starter pack or Napoleon, that's cool. Then you can just use it to open one loot box and sell the item inside and get some money from a free game. Then that makes sense. That's what I did. I just opened I farmed 3 gifts and 3 chests. Of course, most of the time I just got the useless stuff, but I farmed like, I don't know, maybe 10 times, and I got the 3 chests. I opened them, I sold the items, that's it. I'm done with the game, I'm not playing it anymore, it's not worth it, not worth the time. If you're completely desperate, you can of course still try to play it and sell the boxes without opening them. Now, of course, if you can of course buy gold, but let's see the prices. So, see, $2 just to open, actually probably more because it's 60. So it's around $2 just to open one chest, and you're not gonna sell the item for $2. You're gonna sell it for 20 cents or something, most likely. So this is complete money thing. It's very ridiculous. Also, it's gambling. Also, it's bad drop rate. Also, it's a very boring game. So no recommendation. The only thing that could fix this game would be much better drop rate. If you could just get at least 1 or 2 loot boxes a day while playing no more than an hour, and it will be just guaranteed. No crap like that. I don't want this. I don't want this in chest because this takes hours to finish, right? This takes hours. You need to invest 10 million. You start with 2, so that's 5 games. If you just spend everything, usually you lose half of that. You rarely collect. See, I invested 10 million. I only collected not even 4. So I would need to play 2.5 more just to finish this, and like twice as much to finish this. And it already was a couple of games. It was probably around an hour to get this. Of course, you can leave then, go bankrupt, and try again, roll again, and so on. Also, it takes like 100 chips. I will always play for 100 chips, so it takes 100 chips every time. So you can even run out of chips if you're not logging it every day. Basically, completely not worth it and waste of time. But yes, the game still works in terms of getting items by daily tasks, and the DLCs are completely not worth it, in my opinion. So I do not recommend any DLC for this game. Of course, any buying gold in shop, none of it. Unless it's fixed, unless you can actually make money on it, it's completely useless game. So that would be it for this review. I will see you guys in the next one.